Okay. Hey, everybody. I have Cathy Krafve with me today. Did I pronounce that right, Krafve?
Yeah, Crafty. And if we were from Scandinavia, we would have said Krave, which would probably be easier.
Okay, Cathy Krafve.
Yeah.
The author of Marriage Conversations with us today. She's going to be talking about giving us some tips here in a little bit. But I wanted to start first with, Cathy, why in the world did you write this book?
Yeah, it's such a personal book. That's really a legitimate question because I know you've read it, Tammy. I wrote it because I shared all these very personal stories with my children and gave it to them in a about a binder about this thick. And then after I did that, they started wanting me to. They kept asking me to Xerox, like copy it for their friends, and it was so expensive. It was so many pages. I told the kids, I've got to find a publisher. We got to share this information. So that's what we did.
I'm so glad you did. It is a great book, and it's one I think that all new married couples really should go through before they even get married. Let's just give one tip. This is just a quick little interview, so let's just give one tip from the book that you think that people would enjoy. Understanding that there's a bunch more information in this book other than just this one tip. But what is the one tip that you would love for people to take away with them?
Well, if I could just give today, I mean, like I have so many tips, I don't even know where to begin. But if I could just give one today, I'm going to pick out one of my favorite chapters about how welcoming others is a boomerang to your own life and your own confidence. And the way that works is when I welcome other people, which I was taught to do this by a friend, and I share a little bit of that story in the book, but I devoted a whole chapter to it because what I've observed is over the years is I try to treat each person respectfully and just welcome them into the moment of our life that we're sharing. Then I discovered that even when people rejected me, I understood I deserve to be welcome too. I mean, so it is such a confidence booster. Now, in marriage, the reason that matters is husbands really feel like they're home when they've been welcomed by their wife. And there's a lot of days you don't feel like doing that at all. So you just develop it as a habit to do it anyway, even when you don't feel like it. The fringe benefit or the little incentive I could share with you is eventually, even when he's not very nice to you, you'll know you deserve to be cherished. And you give that to everybody else. So that just bounces back to you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. One wrap up here. I've got it. You say that there's something that happened at your wedding after you guys were married that we were looking for one little tidbit, a little funny tidbit to leave everybody with. Tell me about that. What happened? Well, everybody's got the one thing that happened at their wedding that they'll never forget.
I love this story. I put it in the book because I think it's so funny. We got out of the wedding. We were rushing away to the reception, and we were in this big, actually one of those vans, like a refurbished van. So it's pretty comical already. And I turned to my handsome, wonderful new groom I just married, and I said to him, "Now I understand why people get divorced." And that was like the first thing I said to him as my new husband. But what's really funny, and I didn't even put this, I don't think I may have put this in the book. I can't remember. Anyway, we were laughing about it later because I just thought, if that you'd stand on the altar and I guess I thought Walt Disney was going to sprinkle fairy dust on us and we were going to live happily ever after, right? And we get to the car and the first thing I tell him is that because I saw 50 years ahead of me just looming in the distance, and I knew I was a sinner, I didn't know how that was going to work too well. And so some of it, that's part of the reason for the book. I wanted my children to know, yeah, it gets hard sometimes, but it's full of joy too. Being cherished is so important. Well, anyway, we were laughing about it the other day because before the book came out, I told him I'd shared that story, and he goes, "I don't even remember that. I'm pretty sure I had something else on my mind." So he's pretty funny. I guess he had to be to put up with me all these years, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, Cathy, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. And we hope that you'll all check out Marriage Conversations. It's a great book for June, especially for couples that are getting ready to get married. So thanks so much. See you next time.
Thank you, Terry. Love it.
Love it.